Wow, 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 bow. Dun, 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 bow, bow, bow. Dun, 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 dun.
And you don't run out of money and all that. And then I want to take a look at this new build. You're going to be up to date on where I am in my StarCraft career, which is super exciting. I want to show off this new build that I learned. I haven't got a build order from it. And we're going to look at this pretty well. And I can even kind of read, it's from the spawning pool, actually. So we're going to go as normal. And I remember, oh, this is not me. This is me. Sorry about that. We'll see exactly what I do. I'm going to follow my movements exactly. And I struggled. I was sloppy. This is my sloppiest attempt at this build. But I've been working on refining it, and hopefully I'll get better at it. Because I wanted to try something new, because I was like, that was a good win from game promoted to gold. And then I lost some games, which I'm not showing, because I feel like that's not really what people want to watch. At least on YouTube, most people just show themselves winning, so yeah. In any case, so I was like, okay, let's just show off where I am now. This was the next win I got, and it was with a new build, because I was getting tired of playing the same build over and over. I still did, however, this same kind of opening I had found. So we're building it up right now. You know, we're getting the usual barracks, 2 supply depots, a gas, pretty standard stuff. And I came down here, and I got ready, because I think I was gonna, was I scouting, or I think I was actually scouting. I think this is the first time I went to go try and scout as well. Like, I never scout, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna scout. And that seemed pretty good to me. And then after that, I was getting ready to take my orbital command as soon as the barracks finished. So I went ahead and I did that. I can see the thing right here. And then I make a marine. And then by this point, we should have saved up enough money. And I don't see an expansion. So I know it's a 1-base play. And I come up here, and of course I see the regular wall off. Nothing crazy. And my orbital command is a bit slow. But I go ahead and I go to build a command center on the low ground, and my opponent's also building a command center, for the record, which is important. But I went back to base thinking, okay, he hasn't taken an expansion yet. I mean, obviously, I assume kind of everyone takes an expansion at some point.
That command center upgrade you ordered is here.
And then we have a refinery coming, or a reactor coming down, and then we're going to be making another supply depot in a moment.
Add-on complete.
And I remember thinking to myself, man, I have a lot of stuff. Like, I have a lot of money. So I throw it on a factory. I'm training 2 Marines right there. And I was really struggling with this build, by the way, because I was trying to follow a guide. Like a paper guide. Like, I wrote out on a piece of paper what to do. And then I had to throw down a bunker. And I don't know why I was floating so many minerals. I mean, I think I was making SCVs, yeah. But I remember I was trying to keep the supplied amount correct. So I wasn't, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't the most efficient.
SCV ready.
Then I go ahead and morph it into an orbital there.
This better be good.
I'm making the bunker, making 2 Marines, doing a, and then I go ahead and make a tech lab, and then I go ahead and I made a starport as well. Load up the bunker.
Who wants some?
You've built a fancier command center.
And then obviously we're still making workers.
The add-on is finished, so you have no excuse not to build something.
And then as soon as that finished, I went ahead and I went to go make a tank at some point. I'm making SCVs. Let's see here. So I made the... Oh, yeah. I think I made the tank later. Oh, I made a widow mine. I see. I didn't like this part of the build. I don't think I'm going to do it again, the widow mine part. It doesn't seem very useful.
Armed and ready.
I think a siege tank would have been stronger if I had made it right away. And then I go, it's, according to the instructions, I'm supposed to go ahead and lay down a tech lab. And the Widowmine showed up, and I was like, okay, fine, you can go there and burrow, I guess. And I remember I was thinking, I have so many extra minerals, even though I was like, you know, floating a bunch of stuff. But I made sure to keep making Marines, and did my best with all that. And I made a Viking, because you're supposed to. And I made a tank, and I made 2 Marines, made SCVs. Looking at it now, I think I definitely could have smoothed out my gameplay a bit more. And I could have gotten stuff done even faster.
SCV ready.
And then, according to the build, I'm supposed to make 2 barracks right next to it. And those are going to take over the tech labs.
SCV ready.
Then I accidentally sieged my tank. But I'm bringing the siege tank in. I got a Viking now. Again, it's very weird, right? You don't see me getting air units. I don't get air units, you know? It's not really what I do. So I got another Viking. So I was like, I got time for it. Why not? I had another siege tank on the way, too. And I got good defense. You know.
SCV ready. You want a piece of
And
me, boy?
I went ahead and I kept building stuff. Oh yeah, and then Reapers showed up.
Someone's trying to kill your SCVs.
I haven't landed my Viking.
Who wants some?
And he scanned and stuff. And then what's weird, you like pick up and swap your stuff, and then all the buildings get up and take over. And then you build an engineering bay and a supply depot. It felt very weird to play, and I really did struggle playing this. Like a lot. I
The
started
add-on is finished,
setting up my
so you have
hotkeys.
no excuse not to build something.
Because this was my final amount of production. Because I was like, I have 1,500 minerals. I was thinking, my god, I really need to be making more stuff. And I probably could have made... I probably am just not efficient with the build yet. I needed to learn to get better with the build. I think it was because of lack of gas saturation, perhaps, that I wasn't spending all my money. But I think at some point I realized that like, I should probably just blow up my marine count, I think. As you can see, I'm making a lot of stuff. Like I was really trying my hardest to make a lot of stuff and keep up with the build.
This better be good.
And yeah, so then I ended up making more Vikings. Oh no, I made Medevacs actually. Because I have 2 Vikings already. I made another tank. Because tanks
Research is done.
are always,
Let's hope you click the right
you know,
one.
tanks are always going to be good. You can't really tell me that a tank's going to be bad.
Who wants some?
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready.
Then we had the Medevacs coming in. Like, it was good. Like, I had a good army being made. This is a good composition. It's in no way a bad one. And then I remember I got there,
Ready
and
for dust off.
I think this is when I was ready to move out.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I was like, all right, we just blindly attack now. This is the end of the build order, and it said, okay, now you attack. And I was like, okay,
Your research is done.
I'll
Don't
attack.
forget the rest
We'll
of
just
them.
see how this goes. I remember thinking, man, this is going to be the weirdest attack I've ever done, because I'm not used to microing these guys. I didn't even have my Viking lift up right away. I think I might have noticed later, but... yeah, that Viking was walking around in assault mode, so that was weird. I wonder if that made a difference in how the battles turned out. So anyway, okay, so we did the build, uninterrupted. I got a chance to try it online, and I was like, okay, cool. Oh yeah, and I queued up more stuff to build. I don't know why I went this way. Did I see something on the minimap? I don't know. Oh, I think I got scanned, and so I went home. Because I think I was thinking there was going to be an attack or something.
Upgrade's done.
Oh, what? Oh, weird. Okay, I want to go to the unit tab. I want to point out what's going on right now. So I have 2 medevacs. He has 2 medevacs. I have 30. He has way more workers than me, right? It's 2 medevacs. Vikings. He has 4 Vikings. I have 2 Vikings. He has a Cyclone. I don't have a Cyclone. He has 3 Sea Shanks. I have 4 Sea Shanks. I have 6 Marauders. He only has 2 Marauders. I have 23 Marines. He has 18 Marines. And he has a Raven. So I think he has an advantage, actually, in the unit. If we look at the unit counts and all that, I think he definitely has my opponent has an advantage here. But fortunately for me, I think also because I don't think he was very good either, because his money is floating really high. And I think at some point I decide to add on like extra barracks or something. But I remember this game was pretty enjoyable to try out a new build, and again, this was my first attempt at it, so obviously I can make it better. So I can probably attack sooner with more stuff, but I just got kind of scared off by his scan. I didn't want him to really be able to predict me. And then this was the best play of the game, I think, right here. In my opinion, I think this was my best move. So look at that unit count tab, you know?
Armed and ready.
Okay, so we're in here. I went ahead and I sieged early.
Out of minerals.
So that's important. I sieged up and I moved in. And I was like, all his supply depots are here. I should get ready. Oh, and then I saw his army. And I was like, okay. And then he had his siege tanks. So I was like, okay, well, he has to come up towards me. I was like, okay, we'll just try and find that perfect balance. And my Viking was still landed. I had one Viking fighting like multiple of his. You know, his supply depots were going down. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just attack his base.
Ready for dust off.
Then I went ahead and I moved up. And if you look at the unit count tab now, things got a bit better. And then I realized the medevacs didn't come into the battle. And I was like, whoops. So I turned around. I fucked up the battle, guys. I didn't bring medevacs with me. And that was so bad. Like, it was actually really terrible that I didn't bring medevacs with me. Because that fight could have gone a lot different if I had healed my men. But it worked out. So I ended up being like, well, I'll just, you know,
Ready to blunder.
do a supply, you know. I was like, I'll just do a drop or something. Because I was thinking, well, it can't get much worse, right? You know, I can't screw it up more.
Wow, you mined all those minerals
So
already?
I got my
Look at
fleet
you.
together, and I was like, all right. And I like that my siege tanks were just there, and he didn't bother to kill them.
Oh, it's on.
I ended up sending my Viking back to defend. Then I was like, okay, let's just go for a drop. I'm gonna boost in. He saw the drop coming, in my mind.
Armed
So
and
I
ready.
assume he was doing something. But no, not really. This drop goes pretty much unaffected. Like, we fly in, I see the turret, a little late. And then I see he has a tank there. I'm like, let's drop on the tank. And then I ordered the tanks to siege up in his base, I believe. And then that kind of seals, like, after we cleared this out. I think I was like, okay, we got him. Oh yeah, and I saw the tank there. And look at this. This tank barely survived. It had 31 health, but still. And then I just made sure to kill everything I could. I got his production structures, so I was like, well, it can't be that bad. And then that was it. That's how I won. With this interesting build that I really liked, and I thought it was very flexible. I really do enjoy it. That was the game. Good way to end, I think, in the stream. I absolutely loved it. I love showing off the gameplay. I love showing off where we're at. We streamed for 3 hours, so that's also just incredibly amazing. I guess that's about it. Thank you all so much for watching. I've genuinely enjoyed showing this all to you because StarCraft has been like my passion for like ever. Like I love it so much. And now, you know, if you look, okay, so we got through all that. Boom. Great, we showed off everything. Now we're here, rank 43, gold, Terran. We're doing it. We're trying our best. And I'm really excited for how things have been turning out. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I'm Elwirfy, and I'll see you guys next time.